Welcome to Shadows in Cold Harbor, a thrilling original crime story podcast. In this series, you'll follow a twisting investigation full of secrets, lies, and unexpected turns. Each episode ends on a cliffhanger, and the mystery deepens as we go. Subscribe now, stay curious, and get ready to be pulled into the dark heart of Cold Harbor, where every answer leads to another question. Now, let's begin with Episode 1, The Disappearance. On a rainy November night, the coastal town of Cold Harbor seemed to hold its breath under the hiss of the Atlantic wind. Fishing boats creaked and groaned in the harbor. Streetlights flickered over empty, wet sidewalks. Fog rolled in from the sea, curling around the old lighthouse perched on the cliffs, its windows dark and foreboding. The smell of salt and diesel hung thick in the air. Somewhere in the shadows, a story was about to vanish. Emily Cross was not from Cold Harbor. She was a 29-year-old investigative journalist, relentless and fearless, with a reputation for digging into dangerous secrets. For 2 months, she had been living above the Rusty Anchor Bar, a small, creaky apartment cluttered with notebooks, recorder devices, and coffee-stained maps of shipping routes. Her friends didn't know about the threats she'd received.
Every phone call felt like a warning. Every shadow in the hallway, a possible threat. At 10:43 p.m., Emily left the bar carrying her worn leather notebook. The bartender recalled her pale face and distracted movements. She had received a call on an old flip phone, not the smartphone she used for work, and after a single hushed, "I'm coming," she paid her tab and rushed out into the storm. Rain hammered her coat, her boots slipping on the slick cobblestones. The distant foghorn sounded like a ghostly warning. She vanished into the fog, leaving only wet footprints behind. By morning, rumors buzzed through the town. The docks smelled of diesel and secrets. Detective Marcus Hale, once a city cop demoted after a scandal, was called in. He disliked small-town politics, but a missing journalist drew attention he couldn't ignore. He arrived at the Rusty Anchor just as the rain eased, gulls screaming overhead. Inside, the bartender slid a trembling hand across the counter. "She said she was meeting someone at the lighthouse," he whispered, "but the lighthouse has been closed for years." Marcus drove up the cliffs, the lighthouse looming black against the gray sky, its windows boarded, a warning of decay and secrets. Fresh tire tracks were embedded in the mud, and a single torn page from Emily's notebook lay soaked but legible. Habit loops. Cargo. November 16th. Payment? A chill ran down Marcus's spine. Why meet at a deserted lighthouse after decades of abandonment? The flashlight beam cut through fog, revealing only crashing waves below. Back at the station, Marcus spread the evidence across the fluorescent-lit table. Emily's notebook, damp but readable, contained notes on shipping schedules, names crossed out, sketches of cargo containers, and cryptic messages. Someone powerful was hiding something, and Emily had been dangerously close to the truth. Night fell again. Marcus stared at the map of the harbor pinned to the wall, the fog curling through the streets outside. He felt eyes watching him. But when he turned, nothing. Only the distant cries of gulls and the slap of waves. Every step of this investigation seemed watched, calculated. Someone wanted Emily's story buried, and Marcus feared he might be next. Marcus sat in his car, heart pounding, notebook in lap. The investigation had only begun. Tomorrow he would follow the tire tracks, question dock workers, and delve deeper into the shadowed underworld of Cold Harbor. But tonight all he could do was wait. Secrets, lies, and danger lurked in every shadow. To be continued in Episode 2, The Investigation.